So when you meditate, yes, you will hear conch shells like this, because the unstruck sound, unheard nad, is very close to the sound of a conch shell in the beginning. As it expands, it kind of transforms into many other divine sounds which I just cannot explain, which is something for you to experience. Having said that, meditation on its own is really not going to make you a very calm person. Meditation on its own is not really going to make you spiritually evolve. Because please remember one thing. You may be a top-notch yogi, but it does not mean you are spiritually evolved. Spiritual evolution has little to do with meditation. It is a potent aid. It helps you, but not much beyond that. The singular most important thing that I got from meditation, and it's going to sound very normal, very ordinary, but it made a big difference to my way of living and life. So the singular most important reward of meditation for me was not a vision of Mother Divine, because that was not because of meditation, that was because of devotion. The reward for me of meditation was I developed patience. I can observe something for hours. I can observe someone for years without first saying anything at all. I can sit patiently and not feel agitated, restless, or anxious. And patience is at the core of persistence, of self-discipline, of any kind of practice or path you may take which you wish to succeed in. If there is no patience, all the other things will come in, negative things will come and grab you. I think it was Blaise Pascal who said, the root cause, he said, of all human suffering is man's inability to sit quietly in a room. It's when you feel impatient with yourself. So meditation will help you with the patience factor. Meditation is going to help you develop that patience which is absolutely required to do anything else on a spiritual or even a material path. Patience is what matters in personal, interpersonal, professional, social relationships. Patience is what matters when you are trying to champion, when you're trying to master something. Patience is what matters when you are trying to work on self-transformation. Because these tendencies of mind were not built overnight, and therefore they cannot be fixed overnight. Beyond patience and beyond meditation, there are certain virtues without which your meditation will not give you the desired effect or effects. In Sanatana Dharma, our history is replete with examples of yogis, and people ask me this question all the time. If Durvasa was so enlightened, why would he get angry and curse people? If Vishwamitra was like this, why would he do that? If Vasishtha was like this, why would they have that kind of animosity and so on? And hence my earlier remark on being a superior yogi does not make you a superior spiritual person. If you really want to be spiritual, if you want to be a yogi, somebody who's having all these experiences, somebody who can develop clairvoyance, or somebody who can hear distant sounds, or somebody who can not necessarily read minds, but something along those lines. Sure, meditation is the way. If you want to develop extraordinary intuition, if you want to kind of walk in this world with a shield of divine energy around you so that you protect not just yourself, but everyone around you, yes, meditation, and just meditation can give you those things. But if you want to be at peace while living in the world, if you want to stay away from jealousy, hatred, envy, anger, and if you want to feel at ease, in bliss while operating in the world, then meditation will only contribute about 10 to 15%. Hence, you may have noticed all over the world, we have many religious people who really do everything right, and yet they are the most rigid people generally. Most inflexible people. Sometimes even most arrogant. They walk about with this sense of superiority that somehow they are better, like a pharmacist. You know, a pharmacist always works on a platform. Everybody else is down somewhere. Even a doctor will come down and work on the ground, but a pharmacist is handing pills and say, you stay down there. I heard Seinfeld once, it was just I digress. So what are those core key qualities? You may have read about them elsewhere in a million different places. You may have heard about them in my discourses. You may have, even in my blog, in my books, I've written about those things. And if you've attended my camps earlier, I have talked about it earlier, and I talk about it all the time. But I really feel that rather than spending 2 days with you just talking about meditation or just leading you through various sessions of meditation it's something akin to not being honest with you. Because it won't lead to that peace that you seek. I think the singular most important reason you are here is because A, you want to know how to be in bliss while operating in the world. And B, some of you just want to be here in my presence because maybe you experience certain joy, which means you somehow want to be able to replicate that joy when you go back to your homes and face the reality. How to go about it? In that, there are some virtues. Usually, I classify them in primary and secondary virtues, and that's how you will find in this folder, which I will go over in a wee bit. But briefly, let's not bother with that classification. Let me just delve into the virtues, because by classifying them, I don't mean to say one is more important than the other. They're all important.